I felt that God was telling me to leave my career of what I knew, how I made money. What's up, y'all? So, what's up? I just wanted to come on and talk about leaving my 9 to 5, not leaving my 9 to 5 and feeling like I wasn't ready when I left it. So, 2017, I was doing 2017 and before 2017 and before, my career was childcare, right? So I went to a facility and did childcare. I had childcare in my home. Then 2017 did childcare in my home. So I remember my husband got a job in Atlanta, Georgia, where we are now. He got a job in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm like, okay, do we sell our stuff? Because the job came within a month. It came, accept the job, and within a month we was moving. So I'm asking myself and praying about it, like, do I keep the stuff? Like I said, I had the childcare in the home, so I had a bunch of stuff that I got from previous childcare facilities. So I'm like, God, like, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to take the stuff? How am I gonna get the money to take the stuff? To send the stuff, it was about $10,000 to send all of the entire home, $10,000 and over. So I'm kind of like, what is this, a blessing, or is it like, I'm trying to figure it out? But I knew it deep down. I knew it was a blessing. Okay, so we ended up selling all of the childcare stuff, each and everything I sold. I felt that God was telling me to leave my career of what I knew, how I made money. I left. So we moved to Georgia. When we moved to Georgia, we stayed in a little tiny apartment, a tiny 3-bedroom apartment, and we really couldn't keep anything. There was nothing to even put in our apartment, okay? So, or not nothing, but the stuff that we did have, it wasn't gonna be able to fit in our apartment. And like I said, I sold all the childcare stuff. So coming to Atlanta, I felt like God had tricked me. I was like, God, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't have a job. I don't know where you're leading me. I don't know. I don't have direction. So I would pray. And I got told by God to rest. I didn't understand what that meant. When he told me to rest, I'm like, rest? What does that mean? I'm not sure. So I asked I asked my daughter, what does she think it means? I asked my mom, what does she think it means? Not until I prayed and got an understanding of what he really meant. Rest in him, spend time with him, get with him. So that's exactly what I did. I started spending time with him. And I knew when we moved to Georgia, my husband and I had a plan of buying a house. He had got out the military in 2015. He got out the military. In 2017, we moved to California, in which we thought we were going to stay in California. God had the plans, and I was not wanting to stay in California either. So I'm glad God had other plans. So we moved from California to Georgia, and I'm like, okay, what now? What now? Like, what do I do? Okay, I'm gonna get with you. So that's what I knew. That's what I knew, is to just kind of get with him, because I was lost. I didn't know what to do. I left my, not only 9 to 5, my career, my 9 to 5, my career, what I thought was my everything. It's okay to leave. It's okay to leave. Okay, so I get out here, and 2017, when I was in California, God had told me to start a YouTube channel. I didn't know that the YouTube channel was going to lead to where it is now, but I did know that I had a story to tell about my weight. So I believe that that's where God was leading me, to tell a story about my weight. Now, I did lose weight. I did. I've gained it back. Okay, I've gained it back, and here I am. But God had more. He had a plan of taking me, he had a plan of taking me somewhere else with this YouTube channel. So hold on, sit down, my puppy. So now I'm still not at a 9 to 5. Now I started doing jobs where, like, I worked at Walmart. I would never go back to Walmart. I mean, I have nightmares, not literally, but like, I have nightmares. Walmart was not for me. Like, when I say not for me, meaning I believe, like, my lips had turned black, and I believe it came from like stress. I'll tell you Walmart story later. But I worked at Walmart, and that was where I wanted to work. Like, when I was younger, I wanted to work at Walmart. God gave me, opened up the opportunity for me to do these jobs that I really wanted to do before. And it was jobs that didn't, for me, it was like, didn't really make a lot of money, but it was more about not so much, I wasn't so much focused on the money, but I wanted the experience. Work at a beauty salon, a beauty shop. I enjoyed it. I worked at Applebee's as a host. I enjoyed it. Tell you the Applebee's story later. I enjoyed it, but I did get fired, but in some sort of way. But yes, I got fired in some sort of way. I'll tell you the story later. But then I also worked at IHOP. Loved it. Is that it? Yeah, I believe that is it. And I also did childcare for a friend, you know. Yeah, so those are the jobs that I did. But we are blessed that my husband he was in the military, so he does get a monthly, please don't do that, he does get a monthly income. So, but it's enough where it pays. God has truly blessed us. It's enough that pays each and every one of our bills, but it doesn't pay for food and the activities that we want to do, you know, other than the bills, you know, like, other than paying the bills, we want to go out, go to the movies, go do things. The money, that's the money that pays for the bills. Okay, so I found out about Uber and Dad. Well, first I found out about Uber, and I started doing Uber. That's this, and I'm still doing Uber to this day. And I started doing Uber in 2000. So from 2017, when we moved here, to 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, I believe I started doing Uber in 2021. So for those years, that's when I had those jobs. Come on, that's when I had those jobs. Oh, okay, Creed. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't like it. That's when I had those jobs, and then my husband also, Creed. No, thank you. My husband also. No, thank you. Don't do that, please, right now. No, he loves doing that, but I'm like, okay. But my husband also, he had some jobs that it just didn't stick. And when I say it didn't stick, it's as if God is pulling us out of the 9 to 5. So we just go by faith. You know, I do Uber. Like I said, I started doing Uber about 2021. I do Uber. My husband does the delivery. We do Spark, Uber, and Dash. My husband does Spark. We do that to make, you know, to make our please don't do that. I'm so sorry. But we do that to make the extra money. And I can say, boy, do I have days where I am like, I'm tired. I'm sometimes just kind of feeling overwhelmed, but I'm thankful where God has brought me to. I have been able to begin and work on business ideas that God has given me. I have been able to sit, rest, and just continue to believe. But it hasn't been an easy road. It has not been an easy road. And I honestly, I have signed out, I have filled out job applications and I haven't got accepted. That's when I believe you know that God is not pulling you into a 9 to 5. He is really not pulling you to a 9 to 5. And especially when things are going, it's not going the greatest and maybe the way that you may want to think that it should go, but it is, your lights haven't got cut off. And if they did get cut off, I mean, you have candles. So God was like, told you, get those candles that you might not have needed, but then you need because the lights got cut off. So that's not the end of it. You know, there is a purpose, and that's what I believe. When you get pulled out of your 9 to 5, believe that there is a purpose, there is a why. So sit into your story. What is your story? Tell your story. I'm about to go, but I've been listening to DoDash. If you have not followed her, follow her. She is so encouraging. And the same thing as what I'm saying about 9 to 5s. If you are feeling as if you are not supposed to be at that 9 to 5, start asking God. Start searching. Start searching. Start searching. And when I say searching, search God and ask Him. Start with God. Ask Him, am I supposed to be at this 9 to 5? Lord Jesus, help me. And continue to ask until you get an answer. Continue to ask. Continue to ask until you get that answer. All right, you guys. Well, thank you for, I'm about to, I guess, go lay down. And enjoy the night. I ended up stopping DoorDash. I did DoorDash today, and it wasn't that long. I started at, what time did I start? 3, and then I ended at 7. Yeah, about 7. So it wasn't that long. Yeah, but I do have faith. I have faith, and I want you to continue to have faith. You know, everything's gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be okay. God has you where He needs you, you know, and everything's gonna be okay. All right, you guys, I'm really gonna go. Have a blessed, beautiful, amazing night.